Well, hey there, it's Dave, and I have a major concert announcement to make. The news was actually broken earlier today, but you know how Facebook is, and not everybody sees certain posts, so I wanted to make sure that at least everybody who is on my friends list, or 17%, whatever the algorithm is, gets to find out about this. So many of you have been asking if there's going to be a third annual Wounded Warrior concert at Pier 6 this summer, and the answer is yes, there is. The date is September 16th, which is a Saturday, and we put it a little later in the year to hopefully get around everybody who's got vacations, and you get the kids off to college and all that stuff. So hopefully all of your stuff is over, and everybody who wanted to come but couldn't make it last year due to any of those circumstances can make September 16th happen. We are very excited about this. There are some things that have changed and some things that are staying the same. It is, we feel there's a little bit of tradition involved in this because we kept the lineup the same for the last 2 years. And so there's going to be a little bit of a change. We felt that it was necessary. And when I say we, I have very little to do with this. It's Larry Gorin is the guy who puts all this on. He interfaces with me. We talk about some just bouncing ideas, but this is Larry's baby. He's the guy who puts this together. He's the guy that writes the checks, all that. He wanted to bring in a national act this year to really ramp things up. And a lot of, let's just say that it took some miracles to get what we wanted to have happen this year. So, in a sense, you could say that the winds of change have blown into this to keep, like I said, keep some of the things the same, and some of the things are going to be different. But let's jump right in. Let's talk about this lineup. So, as in previous years, the show is going to kick off with Midnight Run opening the show. That is Larry Gorin's band. And next on the bill is going to be, again, the Dave DeMarco band. Hey, we're thrilled to be doing this 3 years in a row. Two fun little cover bands like Midnight Run and DDB get to be a part of something like this is gracious and wonderful, and we're very grateful to be doing it again. We have some neat things in store for you this year in the DDB camp as well. So if you've been to the previous 2 years, you're gonna dig what we're bringing this year, I hope. So the next band after DDB is going to be Crack the Sky. Back. Excellent. We are absolutely thrilled to be doing that 3 years in a row. I'm happy because I get to play 2 shows that day, DDB and Crack the Sky. Really, really cool. So, Crack the Sky has been a tradition for these shows, and we love doing these shows. And you guys have come out in droves to see us and have been a big part of why this show has been successful, and that Larry has been able to write nice checks at the end once all the expenses are paid to Wounded Warriors and the other couple of veterans benefits charities that are involved in this. So the headliner, let's talk about who the headliner. When I say headliner, the way we're kind of structuring it this year, it's going to be kind of a co-headliner because Crack the Sky and the final band are going to be playing essentially the same amount of time. But the headliner is going to be, actually, before I tell you that, like I said, this has been a really successful thing for everyone involved. And whether you made it out to the previous shows or whether you couldn't make it, we are absolutely hoping that you will find your way back to Pier 6 this summer to see this show, because it really is going to be a very special show. With your love, by supporting this, we will again be able to write a very nice check to the Wounded Warriors. So we're hoping, please don't be a stranger. Please come out to the show. We hope when you hear who the headliner is that you're really excited about it. Sorry for the suspense here. I mean, you know me. You can count on me for a little bit a little bit of drama, a little bit of suspense on here. And if, we know how it is. Sometimes there are other bands that, you have a choice between one band or the other. So when we hope that, you won't run away and go see some other band that night, that you'll come and see this show at Pier 6. So anyway, the headliner, that we're really thrilled to be bringing on with us here. I'm sorry. Before we get there, I should say, I want to talk about Baltimore for a minute. I think, how many other cities could we do something like this, where you have this great mix of local bands, a regional band, formerly national band like Crack the Sky playing with a major headliner, like we're going to have. It's wonderful. And Baltimore, man, Baltimore has such a wonderful, rich music scene here. It's a rock and roll town, and let's face it, rock and roll is good time music. So when you think about summer and you think about this show, I think it's something to really get excited about. Whether we're all in this together, so you could say nothing's going to stop us now. We're 3 years into this now. So, whether you're one of the musicians who plays in this town, or whether you're someone who goes out and supports this by coming to the show, all of us together, we built this city. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, I'm dragging this out way longer than it should have. So the headliner for this year's Wounded Warrior show. Oh, what the hell? Forgive me. My webcam's been giving me problems for the last couple of days. Please tell me that this thing is not going to crap out on me before I have a chance to tell you guys that the headliner for this year's 2017 Wounded Warrior show at Pier 6 is none other than